football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the LSU Tigers and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, will hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Compton. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here's Mensah to throw. Makes the grab. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Might be changing the route. Looking for room. It's Fletcher. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Mensah. Here's a hit. He's got his man. Crosses the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch. Get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible. Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Throwing, Mensah. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. And for anybody that didn't know Darren Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up to the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a guy with tons of talent, and they think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They've got their eyes set on taking one step further this time to win it all.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. On the delay, it's Fletcher. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Right back to him on the ground. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. There he goes. The 40, the 30, the 20. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, LSU.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, he races some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board.
Well, you don't see this very often. A defensive lineman getting the pick six. What an individual effort to get his hands on the football. How about that athleticism? And then take it to the house.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. He'll bring it out. It's Compton. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here's Mensa to throw. Fires quickly. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man in the middle. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's looking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this 1st down.
Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of this route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
Bringing it back. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. Coming out with it, it's Compton. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Mensa. The sure hands, it's Fletcher. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. Throwing, Mensa. Unloads to the right. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The run inside. It's Fletcher. Maybe a crease. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
On the run, it's Pringle. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Guys, LSU has the lead here. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. Red 18. Running the red zone. It's Fletcher. Fighting off the defender. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen him. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now 1st and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a 4th down, try to make them kick a field goal.
1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off play action on 1st down. Buying some time as he moves left. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up 2nd down.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking for a man. It's Levin. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He wants to change this route. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that tight end looking like a svelte wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch. Nice effort by the tight end.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Fletcher.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
They'll start on the ground with Durham. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. The short hands, it's Green. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Plenty of work to do here on on 2nd and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. To the air. It's Levin. Bringing the heat. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Running right, it's Durham. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Plucks it out of the air. Knocked down for the tackle.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Levin. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the snap, it's Durham. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off the RPO, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Direct snap. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Back to throw, it's Levin. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lyle. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the number 23 team, the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's Washington looking to push their record to 4-1 on the season. And you do that, you're in the driver's seat in terms of locking down a postseason spot. Although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Conference USA.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to the ground with the running back. Crosses the 35. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Got a man. It's Green. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll go with a direct snap. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. On the ground, it's Fletcher. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might be calling a hot route. Here's Mensah to throw. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have 2 people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. In with the pick 6. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Good defenses stop you from scoring. Great ones score themselves, and LSU has done that so well over the years.
Yeah, and it's about guys who are playmakers. It's about guys who can lock up on the outside, and LSU recruits them. They develop them, and so many guys you see at the highest level doing it, and this is why, because they come to LSU and become stars.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
The Hurricanes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
Mensah hauls it in. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Fletcher. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Wide open downfield. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Throwing, Mensah. Escapes the pressure to his right. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Running inside, it's Fletcher. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. And there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's Durham one more time. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
To the air, it's Levin. He makes the grab. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Delayed handoff. It's Durham. Looking for room at the 40. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, these offenses that are built for late game situations, when you get later in the football game and you have the lead and you got a guy that you can hand it to like him that keeps making plays over and over again, man, does it start to put a lot of pressure on the defense for them to be super aggressive and bring a lot more bodies near the line of scrimmage.
And he can make things happen, too. It's so important now. You see this all the time in college football. Running back by committee. This team has a lot of talent. They are a loaded backfield. It's good to see this backup now getting some run in this game.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Gain of 8. And that's good enough for a first down.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down will open up the final period. On the run, it's Hall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
On first down, it's Durham again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Running right, it's Durham. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blown the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Throwing right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Lofton. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Miami. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, football, there's so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Now backed up in their own end. It's third and long. To throw, it's Levitt. Another incompletion on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Here's Mensah to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Making side adjustments here. Second down, he'll throw it. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. The throw. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Caden Durham again. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Makes the grab in their space. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion.
He's going for the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The offense changing the play. Mensah. Here's the pressure. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Fires to the right. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Maybe some room here. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback making checks. Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
To the air on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure going right. Snagged out of the air. Puts him in the spin cycle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Canes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Lets it fly. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? 4th quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming. And they do a nice job in the back end, making sure that falls incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Inside 2 minutes to play. Defense still has a couple of timeouts, but 1 first down will probably solve this game away. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Snap it to the back. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The field goal is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Mensah to throw. Unloads it left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Mensah. Looking for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And they're back within a score here in the 4th. 16 seconds left, and to pull off the comeback, they'll have to get the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments